Live from the world capital of auto racing, the Indianapolis Motor Speedway, ABC Sports presents the inaugural running of the Brickyard 400. You are about to watch the making of history.
The eyes of the entire sports world are focused at this moment on 300 acres of real estate in the northwest section of Indianapolis, Indiana. A new tradition begins as the green flag is about to come out to signal the beginning of the inaugural Brickyard 400. And the green is out.
And now, Bob, it's just another race. All the hype is over. These guys now can worry about winning the first Brickyard.
Can they race two abreast through the corners? You bet they can. We saw it in the first and second corners. Rick Mast has the lead as they come down the backstretch with Dale Earnhardt tucked in right behind him, but Geoff Gordon is trying to make a move on Earnhardt for the second position in the third turn, but he did not get it. Now Mast still has the lead as they head through corner number 3 into corner number 4.
And that move that Geoff Gordon made on the inside of Earnhardt probably led Rick Mast lead that first lap.
In 78 previous runnings of the Indy 500, 151 different drivers have led a lap. Rick Mast has become the first to lead a lap in the history of competitive stock car racing, and that's the first time he has ever led a first lap of any race. Earnhardt, as a matter of fact, touched the wall as he came out of turn number 4. Watch this. He's running in second position at this moment. This was last lap ago. Oh, he hit it pretty good, Benny.
He hit it pretty good, and I'm sure that Richard Jonas and that crew are concerned. Bill Elliott has gotten by him, and here's a lot of other cars trying to get by Earnhardt down the front straightaway. Look at them, 4 abreast.
At the line, they're 4 abreast in a battle for position as Geoff Gordon has taken over the lead from Rick Mast.
But Mast is coming back on the inside trying to retake the lead, but Gordon holds it coming off the second corner.
Back at the Indianapolis Motor Speedway, and Dale Earnhardt is in the pits having that car checked over. We are under caution because the side window blew out of the number 99 car. There you can see it flying off, and also notice now that it comes down on the racetrack. Harry Gant will run over it.
Wow.
The green flag waves once again. We're back under competition. It is Geoff Gordon who is leading, but look at the cars fan out at the back of the pack to shuffle for position.
And Dale Earnhardt track position here at the Indianapolis Motor Speedway is going to be a premium today. Staying up front is going to be very important. Earnhardt all the way in the back of the field hurts him a great deal.
Of course, most of the drivers and crews name their cars, and Geoff Gordon has called his car Booger because it was so difficult to get to handle when it was originally built. Now we see Mark Martin losing a couple of positions to Dale Jarrett and Ernie Irvan.
And there goes Irvan on the inside of Dale Jarrett.
And many drivers said that in the short chutes would be a prime opportunity for passing. They said if they can't race 2 abreast in the corners, that they would have an opportunity to make a pass in the short chutes, and we've seen that already today. Geoff Bodine and the leader of the race after 9 laps, and 27, Jimmy Spencer is in the wall.
And some heavy, heavy contact with that McDonald's car. Must be up between 3 and 4.
So for the second time in our race, the caution flag comes out as Jimmy Spencer is parked against the outside retaining wall. Let's take a look at it. Well, there was smoke coming from the car. He's just simply trying to get on the brakes, Benny.
Yes, the brakes. He's got the brakes locked up. I just like the tire went flat, or he had a flat as he went in the corner, or maybe the accelerator hung as he went in turn 3.
Well, Geoff Gordon leads them down. This is the 10th race that Geoff Gordon has led in 1994. He has led 274 miles in 1994 coming into this event.
And track position, Bob, is so important. All these cars really and truly should have pitted because they've run 10, 12 laps, but they did not want to give up that track position.
Saw Wally Dallenbach and Michael Waltrip go to the inside to try to pick up a position. Dallenbach in the 43 car owned by Richard Petty, and Michael Waltrip in the yellow number 30 machine.
And that's Hut Strickland right behind Wally Dallenbach.
here's the leader, Jeff Gordon, coming off the racetrack and down pit road.
Geoff has to be careful not to break the speed limit of 55 miles per hour.
And Jack Arute is in Jeff Gordon's pit. Here he comes.
Well, Bob, so far, Jeff Gordon has decided to try and run as conservative a race as possible. It's hard to believe when you see the speed that he's setting. But they are going to go ahead and just change 4 tires. Still, no chassis adjustments on the car. Now, the pit stall directly in front of Jeff Gordon belonged to the pole sitter, Rick Mast. During his pit stop, here, they had a problem as Gordon goes away. During the pit stop for Rick Mast, he encountered some problems. The car did not fire, but they finally got it fired, but it has dropped him way back in the standings under these green flag conditions.
Did you see the tire mark on Jeff Gordon's car on the 24 on the left side?
He's definitely had contact with someone. Here, maybe we can tell what happened. That is Geoff Bodine to his inside.
Geoff Bodine is trying to get by him, and Jeff Gordon is trying to go to the pits, and they make contact.
This
wow.
was out of turn 4. Geoff was trying to get to the pits and had made some contact there with Geoff Bodine.
Man, I tell you what, we saw the fella changing the left front tire look at the fender, and I don't know if it was rubbing the tire or not.
Green flag drops, and we're back to racing, with Bodine leading him into turn number 1. The inside cars are those not on the lead lap.
And we see A.J. Foyt, the black car on the inside, being overtaken by Brett Bodine, Rusty Wallace.
He's 3 laps down in 39th position, A.J. Foyt is.
Yeah, Jack, we can see as he comes off the corner how the car drifts up towards the wall. As he jerks it away from the wall, then he's losing the back end once in a while.
Jeff Gordon has led 43 laps of this event, while Geoff Bodine continues to rack up the laps led. He now has been in front for 24 circuits. Oh, we have a crash.
That's Mike Chase over against the wall, the black car, and looks like Dave Marcus, the yellow car, down in the grass.
Looks like there's heavy damage to the front end of the car, driven by Mike Chase there against the wall in turn number 2. And Dave Marcus has sustained some heavy damage on the left front of his car also. We are live at the Brickyard 400 at the Indianapolis Motor Speedway. And the cars have run a half a lap under green. Brett Bodine is the 11th leader of the day. And with his lead, he becomes the 3rd Bodine to lead in the event. And there was contact between Geoff and Brett.
Looks like there might have been some contact between those 2 cars because Brett got his car. Oh! And a Geoff Bodine spins coming off turn 4 right in front of the entire field.
Look at everybody going to the inside to try to avoid the trouble, some coming down pit road. Well, you saw there contact between brothers, Brett and Geoff. There was minor contact of the 2 in turn 3, and when they come off turn 4, it looked like there was more contact, and Geoff spun around in front of the entire field. Now let's take a look at the initial contact in turn 3, Benny.
Go down in the corner. That's Brett in the green car, Geoff in the black number 7, and that just a little bit of a nudge, and Brett gets the car a little bit out of shape. Now then, we're going through the short chute between 3 and 4. Geoff takes the lead from Brett, goes in the corner, Brett comes down. Is there contact? Yep, just a little bit of a touch. Around goes Geoff.
Doyle Ford looks them over very carefully as they come down slowly. Now he raises his right hand and displays the flag, and we're back to racing.
They restart the race in 2nd gear, shift to 3rd gear, and then 4th. What I tell you, Jeff Gordon really came down on the Jeff Burton automobile. Burton slides up the racetrack right in front of Darrell Walker.
The most dominant car, if there indeed has been one so far in this race, has been Jeff Gordon. The rest of the field comes off the corner. Look at this movement down the backstretch. 3 abreast, 4 abreast in some locations. And Gordon now takes a look to the inside in the short chute. Is he going to get the lead here in turn 4? Yes, he does. Gordon goes back into the lead. Back live with ABC's coverage of the inaugural Brickyard 400 at the Indianapolis Motor Speedway, and the caution comes out again. Another accident, this one involving Geoff Brabham and another car. Do you see who it was, Benny?
Jimmy Hensley. Hensley was able to drive away from the accident. He was down to the inside. Brabham's car came in the middle of the racetrack, as you can see. Came to a stop, and there's Hensley. We see some damage to the left front of that car as the fender is rubbing the tire. That's where all the smoke is coming from.
Hensley
the
was
left rear is flat.
He was running in 27th position, and Brabham was 30th. Let's see. It looks like that Brabham got into the wall, and then as he came down to the inside, he hit Hensley. Those on the lead lap are able to pit this time by. All others cannot pit this time, but can when they come around again. Gordon leads Irvan, Wallace, Elliott, and others at 55 miles an hour down pit road.
Irvan dives in the pits. Right side's going up. Rusty must be overheating because they had a brush over there, brushing off the front of the car. Geoff Gordon changing the right side, brushing the grill off. Jackman comes around. A chassis adjustment. Put one round the wedge in the car. Rusty's moving. Ernie's moving. Geoff Gordon is moving, but Rusty Wallace is going to beat him out.
15.9 second pit stop for Rusty Wallace, and he beats his competitors out of the pits. Very important track position. Less than 16 seconds for Rusty Wallace.
Boy, they're high-fiving now, aren't they? Yes!
Wallace at the head of the line. Gordon is second, then Ernie Irvan, then Brett Bodine and Bill Elliott.
There we see Rusty accelerate. He's on the throttle. Now he moves down to the inside, trying to protect that inside from Geoff Gordon.
Geoff is not going to be able to get the advantage on the restart. Here they come into the first turn, and Rusty's got the lead. And now we continue to think about the Roger Penske connection. He's the owner of this car, driven by Rusty Wallace. He won the Indianapolis 500 this year. He has won it 9 previous times, but Gordon makes a move to the inside in the backstretch. Does he have the lead in 3? Yes, he does.
Now then, Rusty and Ernie Irvan almost made contact as they came off that second corner. Here's Rusty trying to get back on the inside, and he is back on the inside, Bob.
Geoff has got to give him room. They're going to come through turn number 4, side by side and onto the straightaway. Some great racing, and again they touch as they come down the straightaway. It's Wallace to the inside and Geoff Gordon to the outside, and Ernie Irvan is a factor too.
Yeah, Geoff can't get back to the inside because Ernie is there. Geoff Gordon's going to try to pass him on the outside, Bob. Can they run 2 abreast through the corner? You bet you they can.
Gordon goes back ahead as Rusty gets a little loose in the second corner.
And here comes Ernie. Brett Bodine trying to follow him.
Geoff Gordon protecting that low line. He is moving away from Wallace, who may have a problem. Welcome back to ABC's live coverage of the Brickyard 400, and we have a new leader, the 13th different leader of the race. Ernie Irvan has gone around Geoff Gordon.
But Geoff Gordon is right there. Ernie hasn't went any place.
The question is, Jackaroo, did Geoff Gordon allow Ernie Irvan to go around?
Well, Bob Jenkins, what happened is he's been battling a loose condition, so Gordon radioed in and said the car's getting looser and looser, and the call was made from the pits, let Ernie Irvan go by, save it for later. And then they ended the conversation with being told, they said to Geoff, remember, you're the man today.
But is he?
We're going to find out. This is a classic battle. A Ford, a Chevrolet. Man, I thought this was going to hit the wall.
It looked like they came off the corner very, very high.
Here comes Geoff. He's taking a look. He's taking a look.
He might make an attempt at taking the lead into turn one, and he does. And the hometown crowd rises to its feet and salutes their hero, Geoff Gordon.
Man, look at these folks wave as they go by. But did he make his move too soon? Is Ernie going to get him loose now? Remember, his car is loose with a car right behind him.
Ernie Irvan has, well, won 12 NASCAR Winston Cup races. Geoff Gordon has only one in his resume. That was at Charlotte, North Carolina, earlier this year.
Now he's going back in front of the fans who haven't seen him leading the race, and they are on their feet applauding Geoff Gordon.
He celebrated his 23rd birthday just Thursday when he qualified for the inside of the second row. And look at the crowd waving and cheering Geoff Gordon on to victory.
Man, oh man.
12 laps to go. Irvan looks like he's going to make a run on Geoff. He's got a good momentum build off coming up off of the second corner down the backstretch. Irvan is going to go into the lead once again, or is he?
You reckon Geoff is going to race him on the outside like he did Rusty? He is, Bob. Side by side in turn three.
But they give each other plenty of room. They're into the short chute, and Gordon has a half car length advantage as they go into four. Ooh!
Ernie got the car a little bit out of shape as he went in the corner, but they're still side by side. Now Geoff Gordon retakes the lead, and he went in that third corner on the outside of Ernie.
Unbelievable. They cross the line, 11 laps to go. Here's Jackaroos.
Well, Benny, what's happening, Bob? Geoff Gordon is radioing in that he's got a problem. The problem is, as you said, every time that Ernie Irvan gets up to the rear decklet, he gets extremely loose. He was pleading those last two laps that he had to let him go by. And that looks like what might be happening right now.
A replay of the last lap. Once again, Irvan moves to the inside and challenges Geoff down the backstretch.
Geoff just will not let go, Bob. He will not let go. He says, I'm going to win this race, but this time he does.
And now the question is Ernie going to be able to pull away? He watches as his driver comes down and leads another lap.
It's got to be tough on those crewmen. Oh, here we go. Ernie slipped going in one. Ernie slipped, and Geoff Gordon gets alongside.
That wasn't on orders from the crew. That was because Ernie missed the entrance to turn one, and Geoff saw it and immediately went for the hole.
And something's wrong with Ernie. Something has happened to the 28 car, Bob.
Irvan slows down and is going to lose second position.
He's got a tire going down.
Irvan drops off the pace, and now Brett Bodine goes into second. Ernie Irvan heads for the warm-up lane, and Geoff Gordon has the lead. Off of corner number 4, Doyle Ford displays the white flag. Geoff Gordon has 2.5 miles to go before he wins this event. It'll be his second NASCAR Winston Cup victory. He brings the car through corner number 1, okay, and onto the short chute.
There's Brett Bodine. It looks like Brett's getting a little bit closer, but does he have time? He is getting closer.
With less than 1/2 lap to go for Geoff Gordon. He eyes turn number 3.
Listen to the crowd as they acknowledge Geoff Gordon when he goes by.
It's an unbelievable situation in Indianapolis. Here he is in the 4th turn. This is his final trip around turn number 4. And Geoff Gordon is about to write his name in the racing history books. Years from today, when 79 stock car races have been run here, we'll remember the name. Geoff Gordon, winner of the inaugural Brickyard 400.
Man, oh man, oh man.
Geoff is screaming on his radio, back to the pit crew. Oh my God, I did it! I did it!
Oh man, what a battle. You know, we had a great car all day long, and the only car I was really worried about was that 7 car. And you know, I saw him, he had his misfortune, and I thought, well, all we got to do is just be nice and smooth and ride it here out from here. But that wasn't true. You know, we had a caution, and Ernie and the 2 car were right there, and I pulled away, but Ernie, you know, he kept loosening me up, so I let him go by, and then I get on him and eat his tires up and loosen him up. He let me go by.